I'm here with Dan Slott, the writer of the Avengers the Initiative, the best Avengers book out right now.
He doesn't mean it, Brian.
Totally means it. Now you're going to be leaving. You're going to be leaving this initiative soon to take over Mighty Avengers.
Chris Gage is going to be moving on to take on the initiative and brand in bold new ways. It's going to be great. I've totally heard what Chris is doing. He bounces stuff off me. I'm like, this is really cool. Please stay with the initiative. I'm going to move from the initiative over to Mighty as Brian moves from Mighty to start up Dark Avengers. Woo!
Is there going to be an art change on initiative as well?
No, we get to keep Koi Fam. Koi Fam is staying on Mighty. Koi Fam. It's going to be really cool. But there will be some roster change.
Is that going to be involving characters that came from the initiative?
No. They're actually, you're going to get some of the most Avenger characters you can possibly get. Like, when you look at like what Brian's doing over in what Bendis is doing over in New Avengers, that's really the book that is like spearheading the Marvel Universe. You got your Spider-Man, your Wolverine, big league guys.
Your A-list.
Over in Mighty Avengers, and there's secret stuff going on in Dark Avengers. Ooh. But over in Mighty Avengers, we're going to have like guys that are Avengers to the bone. Guys that are like, in the old days, you'd have Cap and Iron Man and Thor, and then a bunch of other guys. And these guys are cool, but you always knew that nothing could happen to Cap, Thor, or Iron Man. They weren't going to get married, they weren't going to get divorced, they weren't going to fall in love, they weren't going to lose a limb. If that stuff was going to happen, it was going to happen over in Cap, Thor, and Iron Man. So all the cool stuff was happening to these guys, these B-list guys. Those are going to be the guys we've got over in Mighty. Guys have long Avengers histories. No guys like Silverclaw or Gilgamesh or Deathcry. No, real Avengers.
If you read Eternals, they've actually made Gilgamesh pretty cool.
They have made Gilgamesh pretty cool.
It's not an easy task, but
not at all.
So we're talking Roger Stern era stuff.
We're talking guys that have been drawn by Perez, guys that have been drawn by some classic guys. There are going to be some surprises, but you'll go, wow, that person is Avengers worthy. That person, is tied into the Avengers legacy. We're the book that's going to have Jarvis. That makes us Avengers.
That's all you need to know, really. That's worth the purchase right there. Now, I got to ask, I'm sure you get hammered with this question about Mutant Zero. We saw the solicit a long time ago that we're going to get the reveal.
There's a solicit about the next issue that says we're going to get another hint. We goofed up. That's not happening next issue.
No hint next issue in 18.
Right now, all we know is she's a red-headed, telekinetic, mutiny person. But you will get a reveal on issue 20. Avengers the Initiative number 20, my last issue, will let you know who Mutant Zero is. And it is a she, we're not pulling some weird gender thing on you.
Who would do that?
Who would do that? A genius. A genius would do that. She will stay in the initiative. And once you know who she is, you'll go, whoa.
Now, I remember the earlier solicit said something about that people who aren't even comic fans are going to recognize this character. Does that still hold true?
You'll have to go back to my original quote. It is worded very judiciously. I've seen people take the quote and extrapolate and run around the internet and make it into things it isn't. The words I chose were very specific. So go back to the original quote. We play fair with the original quote.
Good enough. Dan, a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.